Hello, everyone. I'm Whitney Ortiz, host of the Whole Health series. Thank you for joining us. I'm really pleased to have with us Joe Ousterhout. Joe helps successful women achieve financial freedom so they can live exactly the life they want. She's the founder of Acumen 8 and the creator of the Financial Freedom Date Plan. Joe has mentored hundreds of women to grow their wealth quickly and develop unshakable confidence in making the best financial decisions for themselves and their families. She's a former senior executive on Wall Street and has also been an entrepreneur, consultant, board chair, executive director of a not for profit. Today, Joe is a speaker, writer, and financial coach. Joe, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and all of the practical guidance that you give through this platform.
Oh, thank you, Whitney. I'm thrilled to be here. Happy New Year, everybody. This is wonderful at the start of a new year, fresh start for all of us. So I'm so thrilled and happy to be part of your program, Whitney.
Oh, thank you. And based on your extensive experience, you bring to this moment so much richness as you've been supporting women around the world in various contexts who come from diverse backgrounds in terms of where they are with their financial health and well-being. And we are in such a unique time right now. What is the top message that you have for women in this moment?
Yeah, money is the number one stressor for most people. And the numbers that I've seen vary from between 75% of people say that it's their top stressor to 90%. So clearly a huge thing for most of us. And the thing I would say to us, especially as women, as is the very first thing we need to do is put our own mask on first. Now, this is, I say that this is not a COVID related thing, although it could be, but it's not. It's not a selfish thing. The point is to take care of ourselves first so that we can really bring our entire self, our entire energy, our entire emotional, physical, mental energy to helping the people and causes we love, because that's sort of what we do as women, right? We care a lot for and about other people. Not to say that men don't, but women especially do. And so to me, the thing that I see that can help women the most is get rid of the stress of money by putting our own financial masks on first, and then we are truly available to help other people.
Yeah, such a good point. And there's so many out there who are caring for so many right now. So to
Yes.
collectively give ourselves permission to visibly and clearly, strongly acknowledge,
Right.
express our
And
own
it's like
needs.
the airlines say, the airlines have got this down, right? Of like, how do you help the most people? Well, the people who are most capable put their masks on, and then they can help everyone else. And that's what we all need to do as well. So sorry for the little interruption. I just want to get that in about the airlines, because I think that's such a key message that we see in just our daily lives.
That's so true. And when I think many women, as you say, have taken a lot of their life to focus on others, and then are at a point in this moment saying, oh, wow, I have to focus on my finances. The economy is changing. What do I do now? How do you work with women who come to you at this point of whatever age or whatever level of financial or professional experience to say, okay, now it is still time for you to put your finances as
Right.
a priority.
Right. And, no matter your age, no matter your level of financial knowledge or lack thereof, no matter how much money you're making, there are always things you can do. And ignoring your money and your finances doesn't make the situation go away. So the very best thing is to start now, wherever you are. Most of the time, people can figure out some way to start investing, even if it's a small amount. And the reason I say investing is because that's a time honored way of building wealth. And to start now, start small, start consistently putting some money away towards your future. And there's some very simple things you can do for that, and we can talk about those a little later. But that is really probably the primary thing, is to get a handle on your finances and figure out what you can start saving for yourself.
And it sounds like as you break it down into very doable small steps, it's not as
steps.
overwhelming for
It's
this.
not, and it's not. And if I could just also add is, you read about people all the time who are ordinary people like all of us who have ordinary jobs, and you read that so and so died and left this person or a police department or this charity, lots of money. And they were not people that you would think of. They were receptionists or janitors or, healthcare workers, secretaries, and yet they amassed a lot of money. So when you go back and look at their stories, you see that there are actually about three simple steps that all those people followed in one way or another. And I've actually broken that down, and I have a free download that I'm happy to offer everyone. And that sort of tells you those steps and lays it out for you in an easy to follow version. So I'm going to pop that in the chat. Um, and you can go to my web address, which is Acumen8, ACUMEN8, the number 8.co/3, the number 3 simple steps. And this will give you a document that's pretty much a playbook to follow to start your own journey to wealth.
That's awesome. Thank you, Joe. And we'll also include this link as an attachment with your video here in this recording.
Wonderful.
So thank you for that very practical guidance. And I love how you incorporate financial health as part of our whole health and the real importance of addressing that and not forgetting that we do need to have strong financial health as part of being strong in all other areas. Would you mind please speaking to that a bit more?
Oh, sure. I'm happy to. Again, this is the issue of bringing our whole selves to the table, right? So we work a lot, especially on our physical health. We're all thinking about exercise all the time. How can we make ourselves the best physically that we can be given whatever our life constraints are? And again, a lot of that is about having the energy we want to be able to do the things we want to do. And we work on our mental health. We do things like try to enhance our spirituality or pay a special attention to that. We meditate and we work on our emotional health. We do all these things, and our financial health should be part of that whole health, as Whitney's series is, excuse me, our whole health sort of outline. Because again, it's something that if it's not taken care of and not handled, it brings such stress that it brings us down, and it brings our energy to be able to help others, to do what we want to do, to sort of bring our whole selves to the world. It just diminishes that. And we see how important that is. We see COVID really helped highlight, this last year has helped highlight really how key women are to so many of the systems that underpin our economy, whether that's mothers at home and taking care of the kids and running the household, to so many of the essential workers, to the knowledge workers. I mean, women are much more key to society, and unfortunately much more affected by COVID in the sense of layoffs and diminished earnings than men. But the importance of us to society is certainly being more recognized. And
Mhm.
so we need to be bringing our whole selves to play to help everyone else that we want to help.
Yes, enhancing our whole capacity.
Absolutely.
And where there are many, as you say, women who are in this period of deep transition where either they've been laid off or they're having to leave their work in order to care for those who are in their, immediate needs. So when you have clients who come to you in a period of deep transition, what are some of the very small steps that you say can really get them on track to maintaining or building a financial freedom
Sure.
that will enable
Sure.
them to have the kind of life they truly want?
Well, the very first thing I would say too is that you need to know yourself. Like how do you work best? And I like to use the analogy of the gym. Back in the day when you were actually going to a gym, there would be the people there that had their own workout plan, right? Whether it's on an iPad or their phone or even little cards, and they would be going around the gym doing their own thing. And that was great. And then there are people who prefer to go to classes where a teacher has sort of curated a set of exercises around a particular theme. And there were people who really liked that. And then there are the people who really like to work with a trainer, where it's sort of a one-on-one, you set goals with the trainer curates a program for you. So I think you need to know yourself and how you work best. And with your personal finances, all of those options are available. If you're the do-it-yourself kind of person, there are tons of free resources on the internet. And if you go to my site, acumen8.co, we have a whole free resources section that can point you in the right direction. And if you're someone who likes classes, there are tons of online classes, some free, some very inexpensive, some downloadable, some live, that you can go to and learn things. Or you can go to people like me, a financial coach, if you're the kind of person who prefers the more trainer route and you would prefer to work one-on-one. So everything is out there and available to you. And I think it's a very, in a way, it's a very accessible world to get into, because there is so much available now at the click of a Google keyboard.
Mm.
So, but in terms of people working with me, what I focus on really is we spend time on getting to know your goals and your values, and we spend time on where you are now and where you want, and then develop a plan for you to get to where you want to go. So where do you want to go? Where are you? How do we get there? It's those three things. And in terms of, investing, a very simple way to start investing, as I mentioned before, is we just start now with whatever money is available. We make it a very automated and systematic plan that starts building wealth for you today.
That's wonderful. And their personalized approach to really caring
Personalized.
for the women out there, where in the whole of the financial world, it has been so male dominated. And you being a former senior executive on Wall Street, coming from the perspective of, I'm here to support women in this time where the whole world is changing, where we need to be looking at all that is happening, all that they're bringing to the table, and where you're making it very personalized. And not only with your one-on-one, but also in the weekly conversations that you hold on Fridays. If you wouldn't mind sharing a bit about that and some of the other.
Well, actually, yes, I'm happy to. And I just want to say, ladies, a lot of us feel that finances are very inaccessible, right? Because there's jargon, and maybe because it's traditionally been a very male dominated field, and people feel intimidated and they feel overwhelmed and sort of the deer caught in the headlights, like, I don't know what to do next. So my process is to really break things down, like Whitney said, in a very simple way. The basic finances for most people, most of us, are not complex at all. They're sort of hidden behind this wall of jargon and seeming impenetrability, but it's really not like that. And it is stuff that everyone can learn. So I am going to be starting very soon a series of Facebook Lives, which are going to walk through step by step by step what you can do in 30 days to totally change your financial picture. Now, I'm planning to start those on the 25th of January, so 10 days from now, and they will be on my site, acumen8. Facebook, Acumen8, ACUMEN, and then the number 8. So I invite you all to join me there. And you can sign up for my newsletter on my site. You can also sign up for a free consultation with me on my site. Go there. I'm happy to spend 20 minutes with anyone with your next issue. I had a young woman recently who just said, I just want to know how to open a brokerage account. I'm ready to go. I want to do something, but I don't even know how to do that. So I walked her through that. I'm happy to help you. I'm happy to help you pinpoint the next step that you need to take. And I think that the download that I've put in the chat will give you some tips. I would just say, please take advantage of this. It's free coaching from someone who's been around money forever. And I'm really happy to help you and break things down in a way that is very accessible to you.
Thank you, Joe. And if anyone has any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat or raise your hand. I'm
Please.
happy to accept them now.
Yeah, we'd love to hear any questions or people's perspectives on money, anything. Oh, thank you, Sarah, for that comment. Really appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Joe. I know that a lot of people will be checking out your free resources and engaging with you through your live chats, and your newsletters are packed with information, real practical tips. So I encourage everyone to sign up to receive them. And if you have any final words, we can then close, and we'll be sharing your wisdom widely.
Oh, well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the time of you ladies who are on. I just really want to leave you with that final word. Please put your own mask on first so that you can really bring all of yourself, because the world needs you now, right? In all of your capacities. As women, we have many different roles that we fill, and the world needs you, needs your full energy. So treat your finances as you treat other aspects of your health, and reduce or eliminate the stresses around them by just ignoring, that come from just ignoring them. It's a relatively simple thing to solve. In 60 to 90 days, you will feel a world of difference. Actually, in a month, you would feel a world of difference. So let me know how I can help you. Again, it's my email is jo at acumen8, ACUMEN, and then the number 8.co. So let me know how I can help. I look forward to meeting you soon. Good luck. Put your own mask on first, and don't be awed. Finances are something that you can handle. Trust me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So.